tried all of them?
I've tried every single one. Well, first of all, you asked if I've ever failed. I don't believe in failure. I only believe in feedback. So the feedback is there are a few games I'm not very good at. There's your feedback. Yeah.
Which one?
Let's see, which ones? Well, it's... And I give my feedback on national television. I always take a role in operation, and sometimes I get 500 points. Other times, it just, I get zilch and I, honk the big red nose. But that's, listen, that's why we love games, I mean, if I don't want to be the guy that can master every single game because there's no reality in that. And I don't want families to think that it's easy because then there's no fun. Like Kevin said, they wouldn't get in their car and drive from Utah to be here to play the games if it was super simple. They want to be challenged, they want to have fun, and they want to work together as a team. It's not about the performance of one person. It's about the performance of the team, of the family. And, for the first time in such a long time, there's a TV show on the air where families are competing together, and I see that when I'm in airports because I travel a lot. I see that if I'm hosting a corporate event somewhere or I'm doing some kind of event in a mall. I hear the parents saying that, and we've all done, the great example is, my son has a favorite hockey player, and whenever he gets to meet the hockey player and the hockey player is really nice to him, I always say, hey man, thanks for being nice to my son. Now I'm getting parents saying, hey, thanks for these games. It's something we can all watch together. It's appointment television for us on Friday nights or Sunday nights. We TiVo it, we watch it over and over again. My kids would love to, play Bounce and Boogie Boggle. And it's, the ratings are wonderful, the emails and everything are so great. But when, you're standing there at, ordering a smoothie in the Atlanta airport, and a mom and her 9-year-old child come up, and they're giving you specifics of things they like about the show that you and all your friends have worked so hard on and you had so much fun doing. Sometimes we forget people are even watching the TV show, because we're getting caught up in it. And I'll hear myself in my earpiece screaming and yelling and getting happy. But when I'm driving home at the end of a tape day, I'm like, man, that was a great day of television. Because it's families playing together, and that's the beauty of it. So, I like to think I'm pretty coordinated. So bop it, I'm fairly good at. I am
you
not.
You can do the reverse without going the wrong way.
Yes, that I can do, but I am not good at cranium piano because if somebody I'm playing against goes from a 2 to a 5 in these shoes.
That's not doing game shows.
Well, like I said, I've always wanted to be on television. I've never wanted to be an actor, and I love playing games, and I love giving away other people's money. and that's the funny but true answer. But the really true answer is the one I just gave. I like sharing those moments with people. I mean, those are many times life-changing moments. And my manager does a great job of keeping track of how much money I've given away throughout my career. And I just crossed crossed $28 million in cash prizes. So to be able to
million here today.
That's right. There you go. So to be able to say that you, to be able to say that you've been there, when various people from all over the country have received over $28 million, that's a pretty special moment. And game shows have given me a wonderful life, my family a wonderful life. I truly believe that game shows are the most spectacular genre of television. They've been around forever. I believe they will be around forever because people love rooting and cheering for other people and playing along at home. No one gets offended, no one gets hurt, no one gets humiliated. And I've been really careful throughout my career, especially during the big reality show boom, when the only opportunities that were coming to hosts like me were these shows where you take people out in the woods and you embarrass them, I was able to avoid that because of game shows. And, I'm grateful on 100 different levels to be doing what I'm doing. And, I also love that they're to time. There are very few do-overs because they're games and people are in it and people are enthusiastic and people win. So that's what I love about doing what I do.
You had a nice moment this year with the Emmy nomination. Talk about that.
Fantastic.
I mean, this small show getting a nomination for you, that came For us, it came out of left field.
Yeah, small show, but one of the biggest stages in Hollywood, man.
Yeah.
You guys saw it, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was really great because, I mean, like I said, I was influenced by the Bob Barkers and the Pat Sajaks and the Alex Trebeks. I mean, these are the guys I grew up watching game shows with my grandmother with, you know, and back in my hometown of St. Louis, and they're the guys that I think do it better than anyone. I think, you know, I'm not a big fan of any actor in the world thinking he can be a host, just like I'm not a fan of any host thinking he can be an actor. And I think they're two very distinct art forms. And I think that each one, if you're going to be good at it, you got to be passionate about it. You got to want to learn about it. You got to practice it. You got to get feedback, and you got to keep moving with it. So to get recognized by the Academy for this was an absolute thrill, you know. And to be there last week with Alex and Pat and have the opportunity in person to thank them for the influence was a big special moment for me, you know. And I pulled both of them aside and I told them, I said, listen, I'm a nominee and I wouldn't be here if you guys hadn't done what you did to get this Lifetime Achievement Award. So that's really, that was a big thrill for me. I mean, you know, now I could always say I'm an Emmy nominee. That's pretty cool too, you know.
Very cool. Hey guys, Todd probably have to take off and get ready.
I can do a couple more minutes if you guys have some stuff. I don't want to cut anybody short.
Any other questions?
I got one question.
Yeah.
All right, you do life coaching as well.
Yeah.
As a life coach and as a red carpet interviewer, can you give me a tip on how to be more successful?
Yes, I can.
Sweet. Exactly. I'm stealing this moment.
This is what we call Life Coaching Power Hour, and it runs for $400 an hour.
All right.
Just prorated.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, well, it's you know, it's very similar. It's very similar to what I've said here today. I believe that success leaves clues, and if you're going to do anything well, you find somebody that's done it the way you want to do it, and you do what they have done. I mean, there are very, very few original ideas left in this world, you know. And you know, we're in 2011 now. The chances of us discovering something that hasn't already been done, slim to none. So when I decided I wanted to be a game show host, or if you're working the red carpet at a movie premiere or something, you look around. In your case, find out what the E's and the ETs and the extras and the Access Hollywoods are doing. How are they getting all the great interviews? And do exactly what they're doing. And you keep going, you keep going, you keep going until it hits. And that's what I did with this show. I mean, I told my agents and managers that all I wanted to do was game shows. And I've done the Price is Right stage show all over the country now for 8 years. And each show, I'm trying something different. I'm finding out what works and what doesn't, and what I'm comfortable with, and what the audience reacts to, and what they don't, and what builds drama in a game, and the different steps you can take to build that intensity and that suspense to a big win. And, you know, sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. The stuff that hits will be in tomorrow's show. The stuff that doesn't, I'll leave by the kitchen sink and nobody will ever see it, you know. So that's my tip, you know.
That's great.
Find somebody that's doing what you want to do and just follow their lead.
That's great. Thank you.